enlarge it. Scroll down till you see petition. Please sign the petition. Help this innocent black man's life because, save him. And also make sure if you do want to call the governor, the governor's number's there. Call the governor and let the governor know that you do not want this man to be executed. He's an innocent black man that does not deserve to be unalived for a crime he did not commit. New evidence that had come out has not been linked to him. So the evidence, the DNA, which is DNA, the DNA that was found on the weapon that unalived this woman does not match the DNA of Marcellus Williams, like they're trying to say. And the judge and nobody wants to reopen the case or even look at the DNA evidence. They're refusing to see the evidence, to see that this man is guilty. That's what they're trying to do. I'm sorry, I'm trying to not spread misinformation or say incorrectly. Because of my learning disability, I do have a hard time articulating things. That's why I'm just thinking before I say something. But yeah, Marcellus Williams is going to be put to unalivement for a crime he did not commit. New DNA, or the DNA that when they tested, it came out that it didn't match Marcellus Williams. And so they're refusing to look at the evidence with the DNA that proves he's innocent. They don't want to see that. It matches male DNA, but not his male DNA. Male DNA was found on the weapon, but it does not match or link to Marcellus Williams. So if you guys can, please go to the Innocence Project, sign that petition, please. And the funny thing about it is when I asked my mom, I told my mom, go here, do this. She did not say no. She did not ask why. She did not ask all these types of questions. She went and she, out of the kindness of her heart, signed this petition. Some of y'all don't even have the humility to do that, but just say no because it's me asking. That's kind of rude. It doesn't matter who's asking. You should put your humility aside to help someone. And I literally showed her the video of why she's signing this petition so she knows. Not just having her sign a petition and be like, sign this petition because I said so. No. I had her look at the video and she even agrees that he should be pardoned. Some of y'all literally don't have humility. And that shows to me that you've never had parents that loved you or treated you with the type of respect, which is why you don't treat people in this world with respect or kindness. You don't know how to treat other people with kindness. You love to treat other people with disrespect because your parents disrespected you. All your life you were disrespected. So you treat others how you got treated. Instead of treating others how you want to be treated, you don't do that. You treat others with how you got treated. And sometimes people don't have humility, or being a human, that's what humility is being a human enough to say, hey, this is so wrong. This guy should not have to go through this. I don't care if I don't like someone. There is a certain time where it's a right message, wrong messenger. But then again, when it comes to someone bringing awareness about Gaza, or when it comes to someone bringing awareness about people that are falsely or wrongfully imprisoned, it doesn't matter who the person is. You should most definitely help if someone's saying to help instead of saying no. Because what does that say about your character and how you treat people? And I can see why some of y'all don't have no friends or you're alone by yourself. I choose to not have no friends. People make fun of me for not having no friends. That's okay because I choose to have no friends. I don't want to have friends in real life that literally treat me how half of y'all treat people on and off the app. Literally. Some of y'all don't know how to treat others with respect and with kindness. Haven't y'all ever heard kill them with kindness? Some of y'all don't have parents that loved you. Some of y'all literally probably never had your real parents in your life or any type of parental figure that treated you the way you walk around and treat people. Because if you treated people with kindness, that would show that your parents treated you with kindness. And some of y'all have a terrible and poor personality. Your personality is terrible, crappy, shitty, whatever. You have a shitty personality and you just spew it onto other people. It's shitty. And then you want to project and say, oh, that's you. No, that's you. You need to hold the mirror up to your face and say, I'm a shitty person. When I literally asked people to help donate to that family that reached out to me that said they were embarrassed to even ask for help, y'all literally said, why would they come to you talking about how horrible of a person I was instead of donating, saying that I had to donate first in order for you to donate. That's a shitty thing to do. Shitty. Why should someone have to donate first for you to donate? That's shitty behavior because these people don't care. They're trying to get out of a place. They give her the gift points where they're in a war zone and they're being attacked and targeted for no reason. And you're sitting here being selfish in your privilege. You know, some of you have white privilege and some of you have privilege. But to sit here in your privilege because you got a roof over your head, you got food in your stomach, if something happens to you, you can go to the hospital, get your medications, you have everything that you need. Of course, granted, if you don't have insurance, you would have to pay a high cost just to visit the doctor if you have to go to the emergency room, but at least you have the option to get on a payment plan and do so. These people don't even have the funds. They don't even have the luxury to even get to a hospital to help their kids that are in severe pain. But here you are thinking of yourself and only yourself. That's not false information. Go under the video where I was helping that family out for Gaza and go look at the comment section and tell me I'm not wrong, because why are people so freaking rude? And people literally had to tell y'all that it was messed up for y'all to be blatantly rude under a post of me literally helping a family that reached out to me, and people was telling y'all that it's messed up that you were doing that. And other people shouldn't have to tell you that for you to not do it. You should know that's common sense. Imagine treating people horribly because they're about to be homeless or because they're starving. I have never in my life understood why people think it's hurtful to tell someone they can't afford something. In the same economy, your stupid ass can't afford nothing. I'm sorry. Going around calling people stupid, like I saw in this live stream, like this one person kept calling all these women stupid. No, you're a stupid ass, okay? Because you're literally going on a live stream doing something that you could have, you so talk about. I hate when people say I got all this money, but yet you don't got all this money to be helping people. That it was a whole, like, it's just crazy to me how I don't get how people love to brag about having all this money and that, but yet you can't even help people. What have you done to help people in Gaza except nothing? You sit in your house, right? You stuff your belly full and you don't give a F. That's the same thing that annoyed me about Kevin O'Leary. Sit there, look up to rich people like us. It's so freaking tone deaf and like so, like, it's just tone deaf. It's how do you say it? Not preposterous, but it's pompous, or I don't know how you say it. Like, you know, you have a escargot that you wear, like, you know, and you walk around and all you do is play tennis at the very fancy courts, and you golf all the time, and you have buddies that you hang out with, and you sit amongst the table full of rich men, and you talk about business plans, and you say, and you look down at people like they're peasants and they need to look up to rich people and aspire to be like the 1%. Me, if I don't want to aspire to be nothing like you, because you don't even have any sense of humility, and I'm going to use humility as much as I want to people who literally shouldn't act the way that you say they should act. Imagine being selfish. Maybe that's why, I don't know if he has any kids or not, because I'm like, that's why he probably had no wife and no kids. He's an a-hole. He's a Shark Tank version of Simon Cowell. He's literally Simon Cowell reincarnated too, like Piers Morgan. They've always got to have one a-hole. There's like Piers Morgan, always hated that guy. Simon Cowell, he's alright. Right? He's not the a-hole that they were kind of portraying him to a certain extent. Kevin O'Leary, a-hole. You know, it's like there's always one in the show, like in Sword Wars, there was Dave Hester. This guy literally thinks we're all peasants and we're supposed to aspire to be like the 1%. You know why there's 1% of rich people? Because this world is designed to keep you poor. Living paycheck to paycheck. Tired. Tell me why people have to go work 8 hours if you're supposed to sleep for 8 hours. You're sleeping for 8 hours, have to get up and work for 8 hours, not even see your kids when you first get up because you have to get up and go to work. Not even enjoy your children growing up because you're so tired that you have to go to work. And those that work graveyard shifts, it's even worse for them. This world is designed to keep you tired and not have you thinking about the possibilities of even owning a business or even running a business or any of that sort, because you're too tired. You come home, you're too tired. You have to sleep for 8 hours, work for 8 hours, and they took your whole life away. And people don't even realize that because they're like, oh, this is not too woke stuff. People have already figured this out. Imagine having to work for 8 hours and having to sleep for 8 hours of your life, and they took your whole life. You only get 24 hours in the day. That's 16 hours of your life they've already taken. It's already designated to the government and your job. A job that doesn't care about you. If something happened to you and you were to pass away, they've already had a replacement for you. Like the lady that was sitting in her cubicle for 4 days and they didn't even notice. How do you not notice an employee had not shown up to work for 4 days? Explain that. Because life goes on? Okay. So, that's a crazy statement. There's people that have devoted their whole lives. They have devoted their whole lives to their job and never was late, on time, and always came to work every single day for 30 years. You know what the job had to give to them? A little drawstring bag with some goodies in it that says, thank you for working with us for so many years, for being on time, for being a good exemplary employee. Here, let's give you a little goodie bag. Are you kidding me? There has been this man that has showed up to work, not late, on time, for like 30 years. And the only thing they had to give him was a drawstring bag with little goodies in it that says thank you. While these CEOs are kicking up their feet with their chairs tilted back as they're planning their next vacation with their family, while you're sitting here deciding whether or not you pay your light bill or you feed your kids. Make that make sense. While you decide whether or not you want to become homeless and save your money to get a place because you can't afford a place, or continue to keep your place to work. Right? And some of y'all really hate hearing this. Some of us are not built to work a 9-to-5 job. I don't want to work and make money for somebody. Imagine me working for somebody and making them billions while I'm not making anything. That is insane to me that some of y'all want me to be stuck in a miserable job, making money for someone else that doesn't even care about my well-being, my mental health, anything of the sorts. They don't care about your mental health. You want to take a mental health break? Sorry, you can't do that. You lose money when you do. You want to go to a concert? You want to have a day off? You want to celebrate your birthday? Sorry, you can't. You got to celebrate your birthday at McDonald's saying, "May I take your order?" You want to go on vacation? Sorry, you can't do that. You decide to go on a vacation, they always find a way to say, I know that you said you was going on vacation, but we have someone that is out of work. Can you work? You tell them no. They say, well, then we're going to fire you. What's more important, this vacation or your job? This girl was driving, right? Because her family member was in an accident. And she asked to get off of work and they said no. And her family member was about to pass away in the hospital. And she has to she was driving to Las Vegas from another state and they said no. And she said, well, I quit. Because if I'm not allowed to go in this emergency, which is an emergency you should have let her off for, no, you told her that she couldn't do that. This is insane to me how some people say I want to be lazy. I'm not lazy. Unlike you, I am working very hard to have a financial stable living situation. Whether you think so, I think I am or not. I want you to think that. It's because you think that about yourself. I don't have to sit here and take nothing from nobody. I don't have to answer to a boss. I don't have to do what they tell me to do. I don't have to tread lightly so I don't get fired. I don't have to do any of that. Why would I have to tiptoe around what I have to say? You can't do this. You can't do that. If you speak up and advocate for yourself when you know some things, not to let it happen. Because if I would have said something, I would have got blamed and I would have got fired. I was hanging on to my Dunkin' Donuts job. This lady literally grabbed a tester spoon and tested the ice cream. And ice cream from her spoon fell back into the ice cream. And I couldn't say anything to the boss about, hey, you know, one of the co-workers is eating ice cream over the ice cream. Because if I would have done that, I would have been fired. So I just have to let people get sick and have contaminated ice cream because I couldn't say anything because I would have got fired. How do I know? Because my boss was already treating me horribly. How do I know? Because my boss had been treating me badly and was finding every reason to fire me. That's how I know. She would find every single reason to have an issue with me when there wasn't one. And even when we did have a manager at the time, when I first worked there, we had a manager. When I had continued to work there, we didn't have a manager because the manager quit to get a job with better pay because she couldn't really afford living. So she had to quit being a manager to find a job that pays her more. Her daughter ended up having to drop out of public school just to even be able to provide and work for the family because she couldn't continue her high schooling because she had to help her mother take care of, you know, the household. That's crazy. People like kids, teenagers should not have to do that, but I understand why she wanted to help her mother, but then again, you know, she missed out on her schooling because of that. And in no way should that have to happen. Like, parents should be making enough money to be able to provide for their kids, but sadly they're not. This boss was always trying to find a reason to have an issue with me. And if I would have said it was her, she would have said it was me. She would have probably looked at the cameras. She would have probably saw it was the other person, but then she still would have blamed me and said it was me. I have people have a tendency of accusing me of things I've never done. And it's crazy. Like, I couldn't even walk. I walked into a grocery store, right? And I went with my friend, and she's like, she was with her neighbor, but her neighbor was taking kind of a little too long. So she's like, I'm going to go pick up my prescription and wait for you guys over at Walgreens. And can you wait here with her while she gets her stuff done? I was like, sure. As we were leaving, I was like, you know what? Let me go check something because I wanted to get like one of those like, it was a certain Lunchable. I wanted to get her something because I was hungry so I could eat at the bus, right? Because I was a little hungry. I got a little hungry. So I went in and I'm walking out and this lady's like, hey ma'am, can I check your bag? I was like, sure, okay. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'll just let you see my bag. So she saw my bag. And then she was like, okay, you're good to go. I was like, okay. I see white people walk in with backpacks and walk out and they don't say, hey, can I see what's in your bag? I see white people acting so suspicious. It was like when I went to Walmart and there was a short security guard and she always looked at me. Like she had this look like if I was going to steal or something. And I know that look. It was the type of look like she was always just like, I don't go into Walmart with a backpack to steal. Like, I remember there's this Walmart where they get stolen from a lot. So they had enough. They said, we're going to get lockers so you can put your backpacks in your lockers. And I think it was like an ID you needed or something I didn't have. So they put it in. There was a room that they had, like the security room with the cameras. And they put it in there with someone else's backpack. When I came out, they literally had to ask me what was in my backpack because they thought I was taking it. I was like, oh crap, what is in my backpack because I forgot. And I was like, so I'm not going to get my backpack because I forgot. Then I remembered and they were like, you could go. They gave me my backpack and I was like, thankfully I remembered. But it's insane because it's like, it's crazy. You can't even do anything. Like, I remember when I was younger, my friends' mothers never liked me because they always wanted a reason to hate me. I remember one time I witnessed someone, and I know exactly who it was. So my friend was dating this guy at the time who was a cheater. He was a cheater. He got one of the girls at my high school pregnant. And we were in her garage at the time. We were playing brass. I was a teenager at the time. And he came up and I was like, who is this? Because she was like acting really different, like really suspicious, really different. I was like, and then I knew who it was, right? I knew she was dating her. I don't have to shut up. Why don't you shut up? I could put it in sub only and then you really will have to shut up. I control the live, not you. So anyways, I saw him hop the wall. He egged my friend's house, right? Her mom blamed me and was like, it was my fault. So I didn't egg your house. I wouldn't have any reason to. Why would I want to egg someone's house? That makes no sense. I don't know. Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll show you who controls this live. Oh, now you have to shut up. And I suggest if you want to continue to stay a sub, then you shut up or you'll get blocked. Or you won't even get to say anything at all ever again. Okay? I control this live, not you. That's my name, not yours. No. I'm going to show people who controls this live. I control this live, not other people. That's what I didn't like is that, okay, so I'm suspended, which I understand why, from monetization on, so I'm suspended from monetization on Instagram because until December something, because of the Insta story I posted, someone telling me to unalive myself. But the crazy thing was, they were like, you better go live and you better not be gaming. No one's gonna tell me what to do on my live streams. If I want a game, I will. If I want to do makeup, I will. Whatever I choose to do is my decision, not yours. You don't get to sit there and make threats towards me. And I said, what is that, a threat? I literally said that in the voice message. I was like, what is that, a threat? You're threatening me? I'm going to go live, I told them, and I am going to be gaming. I don't understand what this is about, people trying to control my live streams. That was the problem. Because I had a subscriber, right, that everyone liked. Because this person was pinning negative comments. And I didn't really want to say anything to them because I was too nice of a person and I didn't want to be rude. And I already knew the backlash that was coming if I blocked this person, that people was going to start attacking me because I blocked this person. I said, I know I'm going to get it. But it just became too much when they shared a mod list and put other moderators in danger. And it got too bad to a point where someone's told me, like, it got really bad. You should have done it when I told you to do it. And I was like, I know, but I didn't want to be rude. And then when that person started talking negatively about Gaza, that's when I knew that people, and I'm not saying they deserve hate, and I'm not saying that it's okay what they said about Gaza, I'm not justifying that, but I kind of was like, people are not going to be so much mad that I removed them as a moderator because of what they just heard. And to me, it was kind of like, I don't have to deal with people coming at me for removing this person as a moderator anymore. You know? It's crazy. Right? Like, I literally don't even get to control my live streams because people think they can control it. Right? That's the thing I've never understood, is people trying to control my lives and telling me what I need to do, telling me who I need to keep, who I don't need to keep. Why did I block this person, bring them back? I'm not bringing Monique back. Monique was very negative. Why should I bring Monique back for? After all, I defended them against the strange fruited comments where people were saying they needed to be strange fruited, and here they are still being rude. And I literally don't even care if they respected me or not, but you're not going to be a subscriber and disrespect me constantly. Talking about how you think it's funny someone's going to throw something through my window. I would encourage people to throw something through your window and then start laughing. Now we'll really see how it's funny. Because sometimes some of y'all need to have stuff happen to you for you to realize. To be truthfully honest, how would you like it if I were to encourage people to throw stuff through? Encourage people to literally sit here and throw stuff through your window and then laugh. What's funny about that? What was so funny about people on Reddit planning to have people throw stuff through my window? Like if there wasn't a camera out there. Like if we wasn't going to see who literally did it. Like if the office isn't going to look into that. You think that's going to get me evicted because you throw stuff through my window? That's literally only going to cause the police to look into you. I have your names. Wendy. I literally know who all of Wendy's information. You don't think I could have provided your information to the police and said it was you? And showed proof that you were the one that was saying you sent people to my door? Do you want to take the fall for someone else? Because I'm pretty sure you don't want to.
Okay. When we have salads at your house.
Okay, yes, let's do that.
But I think what
anyways,
Republican
guys,
and Democrat meant was different. You know, like
have
it
a good
wasn't
day or night
this.
where you guys are. We'll see you guys later.
Polarizing
it is
is the
almost
perfect word.
5.
I
It's
feel that we are
4:12.
truly in a very
I better get
critical
off and get some
political
sleep. But have a
polarizing
good day or night where you
time.
guys are.
What do you think
I will see you guys
has
later.
to happen to
And I'm gonna go
bridge that in our
get
country
some
right
sleep.
now?
Thank you for liking. Thank you for gifting. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.
Catch women and
Have a good day or night where you guys are, and I will see you guys later.
Republicans for Harris, who
Bye-bye.
ordinarily, be in